Hi crocheters of the world. In this tutorial I will show you how to crochet this blouse that I called Bluette. It's my creation and I work it with the stitch named, I think, vintage fan stitch or vintage chevron stitch, something like that. It's a stitch that I found on the internet. I found the graphic. It's really easy. I explain it in the tutorial, but I will let you the link where you can, the link on my blog where you can find the graphics if you want to look at the graphic too. So the blouse is worked with cotton yarn, and you will find all the details and informations about it on my blog. I leave you the link below, and into the tutorial, actually into the info box, you have the eye in the corner, up corner on the right side, yes, and of the video. And you have the written instruction and all the details on my blog. But in the tutorial, of course, I show you the most important parts, the parts that, let's say, it's a little bit difficult just to write down, so I just tried to make like this. And as you can see, I work it with so many colors, so many tones of blue, and a little bit of other colors like yellow and so on. Now what I want to say is that you can work it with a yarn that can be on the label is reported to be used with 3 to 3.5 millimeters hook. Mine is cotton yarn, classic cotton yarn, 100%, but it can be mixture of cotton and linen, mixture of cotton and viscose, cotton and I don't know, silk or so on. So a summer yarn, okay, so that's no problem. It must be worked with a cotton, with a yarn actually that goes with 3 to 3.5 millimeters hook. So this is the idea. Now what else, yes, you can work it in one color if you don't want to work it in so many colors, or you can use only 2 colors, or yes, of course, as you wish. And you can use, yes, 1 color, or you can use a nice changing color yarn. It would be really nice. Now lovely effect. Now the pattern is actually not difficult at all. So from my point of view, for a intermediate it can be just perfect. Maybe not for a beginner, but for intermediate it can be just perfect. Now you need to know how to work, but I show you in the tutorial, and I actually explained it in the written instruction too, how to work the triple treble crochet. So let's say this is the stitch that is most difficult here, is the triple treble, but will be no problem. Okay, so hope you enjoy this my pattern and my creation, and I let you to the tutorial. Don't forget to thumb up if you like my tutorials. Bye bye. Okay, now to begin this blouse you will need a chain in multiple of 9. So it's very important, multiple of 9. And I have here 126 stitches. And now I want to begin with the first round of the pattern stitch. So we will work in multiple actually, so we have to focus on our 9 chains, because this is the repeating then. So the repeating sequence of the round, sorry. So we have 1 single crochet in each of our first 4 chains, then 3 single crochets into the 5th chain, and now again 4 single crochets into the next 4 chains, and this is our repeating sequence. So all along the round we have to repeat this. So 4 single crochet into the next 4 chains, 3 single crochet into the next chain, which is the 5th, and again 4 more single crochets, and this is all along the chain, the chain actually, so the first row. I finished my first round, and now we will work like this. At the beginning and at the end of the row we will skip 1 single crochet, so we skip 1, we insert the hook into the next, and of course we chained 1, and we single crochet into the next 3 single crochets. That's 1, 2, 3 and 4, for a total of 4. Work only back loops, and into the next work 3 single crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Now work 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we finished our first sequence. Now from the second sequence we will work like this. Skip 2 single crochets, insert the hook into the next, work 4 single crochets, 3 and 4. Into the next stitch work 3 single crochets together into the same stitch. So here where we work 3 actually is the second of the 3 together that we worked in the previous round. Okay, I tell you just for you to know where to work them if you get wrong. 1, and we go on with 4 more, 2, 3 and 4, and this is the pattern to sequence to repeat all along the round. So skip 2, work 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the last stitch is the first of the group of 3 worked together. Into the next work 3 together, then work 4 more, skip 2 and so on. Okay, this is what you will have at the end. At the end you will skip just 1 and slip stitch into the first single crochet worked. I almost finished my second round, and if you work correctly you have 1 single crochet here left unworked, so it's the one that we have to skip. So insert the hook into the 4 single crochet worked, back loop only, and slip stitch to join. So in each of our round, at the beginning and at the end, we will skip 1 single crochet. Okay, so again skip 1, insert the hook into the next, you can just chain 1, I won't, into the next, back loop only and single crochet once, then into the next second, into the next third, into the next fourth. So 4 single crochet into the next chain 3. We actually repeat this, but don't forget to skip 1 single crochet at the beginning, and of course you will skip it at the end. And now we will work 4 more single crochets. We go down. Here we are, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and now we will repeat again. We will skip 2 and again 4 single crochets, 2, 3, 4, 3 together into the next, 3 and 4 more to go back into the valley. So we have mountains and valleys. 3 for the chevron, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 4. Okay, and into the valley we always skip 2, and then we climb the mountain with 4 single crochet, 2, 3 and 4. And when we reach the mountain, the top of it, insert the hook and work 3 together on the top of the mountain. Okay, so this is what you have to repeat. This is the last row with the single crochet. I'm again at the end of the round, and I have single crochet 1 to skip, insert the hook into the first single crochet and slip stitch. Now we will begin the last of the sequence to repeat. So the 4th round will be the last of the sequence to repeat in length of our pattern stitch, and this will be a round of triple crochet. So which means it's yarn over 4 times, okay, to work it. But first we don't want to work 4 plus 3 on the top of the mountain plus 4, but we will work 3 and 3 on the sides of the mountain, let's say. And on the top, normally we have to work 3 to just go on straight, but we want to increase, which means we will work 5. But let us begin. So to work only 3 at the beginning, at the end we will skip 2 stitches, which means this is the first one, this is the second one. I just want to slip stitch, and into the third we want to begin. So insert the hook, slip stitch into it, and now we are ready to begin with 6 chains, which is the first triple crochet. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. And now let us begin the stitch. So yarn over around the hook 4 times, like this. 1 2 3 4. Insert the hook into the very next stitch, back loop only. Yarn over, pull through 2 once, yarn over, pull through 2 twice, yarn over, pull through 2 third times, yarn over 3 times, yarn over, pull through 2 4 times, and yarn over, pull through 2 5 times. Now what I want to say is that if we yarn over 4 times around the hook, we will pull through 2 5 times. If you wrap, so one more, you will pull through 2 1 more time. Okay, so this is the difference. 1 2 3 4. So if you wrap the yarn over the hook 3 times, you will pull through 2 4 times. Okay, now insert the hook into the very next, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And this is my third, because I have the chain 6, which is my first. Yarn over 4 times, and now into my, on the top of the mountain, actually, as I said, I won't work 3, but I will work 5 because I increase. 1 2 3, 4 and 5. This is the first, the second, and all into the same stitch. 2 3 4 5. Okay, so now just work them all 5, and I work them all 5, and then back with 3 more. 1 2 3 into the next 3 stitches, and I will be back to show you how to continue on. Okay, so as I said, I work my 3 here, so I have 3 on one side, 5 on the top of the mountain, and 3 on the other side. Now into the valley, 1 2 3 4. I am preparing myself for the next. Into the valley, we won't skip 1 and 1 as we did before with the single crochet, but we will skip 2 on one side, 2 on the other side of the valley. 1 2 1 2, which is 4 stitches, okay, which are 4 stitches, sorry. So we skip a total of 4 stitches, 1 2 1 2, and into the next, insert the hook and work 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4, wrap around 4 times. This is the second, 1 2 3 4 5 times, and this is the third. Okay. So we have 3. Now on the top of the mountain we work 5, and then we go back with 3 more. We skip 2 and 2 on one side and on the other side of the valley, and we will continue on like this. At the end of the row we will have nice things like this. So I finished the round, and I also cut the yarn because I want to change yarn. So if you want to change yarn, you will change it after this triple round is completed. Now from here we will kind of repeat, because we will repeat but with more stitches. Actually, what we did in this round was that we increased 1 stitch on one side, 1 stitch on the other side. Now we actually repeat from the very first single crochet round, which we worked it on the chain. So that's the first to repeat. And yes, let us repeat it. So slip knot and insert the hook into the very first. You know that into the first we don't skip anything, we just work all the stitches like this. We worked 4 stitches and 3 in the middle. Now we will work 5 stitches because we increased. So chain 1 and into the first work 1 single crochet. Okay, now back loop only, 1 more, then there must be 5 now, not 4. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, and in the middle we will work 3 together, 1 2 and 3, and now we have 3 together, and we just go on and work 5 more on the opposite side, on the other side. Actually, I'm working the tails too here, so 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, sorry, 4 and 5 is not okay. And now, as I said before, we don't skip, we just go on into the very next and work 1 2 3 4 and 5, and into the next we work 3 together, and we continue on like this. And this is the first round to repeat. Into the second, as you remember, we skipped the first and the last at the beginning of the round, and then in between the units, this is 1 unit, in between them we skipped 1 and 1, one of one unit, one on of the other, and we worked 4 and 4, and now we will work 5 and 5. So let me finish this, I will show you how to begin the next. So I'm back just to show you. Now I work the last, it's single crochet. I work the last, and now I will insert the hook into the first slip stitch, and I will skip it. So I don't want to work into this one exactly as I did into the very first single crochet round. I insert the hook into this one, slip stitch, chain 1, and into this one begin with your first single crochet. And now instead of 4 we work 5, so exactly the same number. 1 2 it's 1 2 3 4 and 5, and here we work 3, and then we go back with 5, and we will skip 2 because we skip 1 on one unit and 1 on the other unit. So we go back 1 2 3 4 5 and skip 1 and skip 1, and then again 5 3 together, 5 and skip 1 and skip 1, and at the end we will skip just 1 and we will slip stitch into the first single crochet worked. And that's all. You have to complete like this 2 more rounds, and I will be back to show you how to work another one to explain actually how it goes with the increase round, which is the triple round, and we will go on like this for the rest of the yoke. I finished the three single crochet rounds, and now I want to work my triple round. And for this one we worked into the first triple round. We actually worked we skipped 2 stitches, not instead of 1 at the beginning, we skipped 2, so we will skip 2, and instead of 3 and 5 together, we will work 4 and 5 together. So this is the first one that we will skip, this is the second one, and into the next we begin to work. So we slip stitch into the next, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is my first triple. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. So wrap the yarn around the hook 4 times and work your first stitch. And as I said, instead of 3 we will have 4, and this is how we have to continue on for the yoke. So now in the middle we will work again 5, and in the middle when you work the 5 stitches, just insert the hook into both loops of the stitch, it's better. So work in back loop only for the rest, but when you work the 5, work in both loops, because it's better. So I will just continue on like this, and then I will show you, so until I will reach to the division part. So I will work actually the yoke, and you have also the written instructions, so don't worry for it. So actually what is important to know is that one color means, so it's 4 rows, 4 rounds for one sequence, and then I change color and I begin another sequence. So are 3 single crochet rounds and 1 triple round, and in the triple round I just increase one stitch on one side and 1 stitch on the other side of 1 unit, of course, which means I began with 4 single crochets and 3 together, and then into the next sequence I worked 5 single crochets and 3 together because I increased. And now I worked into the triple round of the first sequence, this one. I work only 3 triple crochets and 5 together, and now I will work 4 triple crochets and 5 together, and then I will go back with 4, and of course don't forget to skip 4 stitches, which means it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you will skip 2 on this side and 2 on the other unit. I call this one a unit. Okay, and that's it. So I will work some more sequence, repeat a little bit the sequence. This is the second one, so maybe 2 more times without this one, and I will be back to show you what I have and how to divide. You have the instruction, written instruction for the rest. So here I am, I finished the yoke, and as you can see I already completed 2 more sequences to repeat, yes, and which means I increase 2. I am talking about this sequence, this one, okay? This is one sequence of the pattern stitch, and this, so one, you can see the color, it's the color, you can follow the color actually, so it's this one sequence. And if you understand one sequence, you understand all the pattern, so because it's actually repeating. Now I increase 2 in this one and 2 in this one, which means I have now here into the last round of the last sequence that I completed, I have 6 plus 5 together plus 6, and as you know we began with 4 plus 5 plus 4, and then with 3, sorry, here we had 3, 1, 2, 3, plus 5 together plus 3, and then 4 plus 5 together plus 4, and then 5 plus 5 together plus 5, and now 6 plus 5 together plus 6. And you just have to continue on. If you want it larger, of course, you just have to continue on with increase. So you will have 7 triple triple plus 5 plus 7, 8 plus 5 plus 8, and so on. Now in the written instruction you have other sizes and how to work them. So this is perfect for a small, medium and large size, and you can just continue on for a large size. It's the number of stitches to begin, and what I did here is perfect, but you maybe will have to continue on with one more sequence to repeat for increases. Okay, so you know that from the pattern, when we just want to stop increasing, we will work in the triple triple in here in the middle. Instead of 5 we will work 3, and this will mean that we stop increasing. Now I already work my first single crochet round of the, so actually it's the round of the division. So I divide the front side, back side, and here I have actually the sleeves and the chain for the underarm. And I have 16 sequences, and I put 5 from the front for the front side, 5 for the back side, and 3 for the sleeves. Okay, now if you want it larger, as I said, I have the written instruction on my blog, and I give you other measures. Okay, now how to divide. So you begin a new sequence with single crochet round, and you know that into the first single crochet round you work all the stitches, actually all the stitches, you don't skip any, and in the middle, of course, here on the top you work 3 single crochets together, and all the stitches means that you will work all the stitches that you have into the last triple triple round where you increased. And I have 8 plus 1 plus 8, which means 6 plus 5 plus 6. Okay, so depends how you count them. In my case there are 17. So I just continue on and work my stitches, and underarm you will put that number of chains. In my case, as I said before, it's 17. So I put, let me just show you, here it is, the chain. Okay, if I can just put it, okay, here it is, the chain, so it's 17. Okay, to skip the 3 sequences. And now I will continue on working in pattern without increases, which means that here into the triple triple I will put only 3 together and not 5, and this would be all the difference between the increasing pattern, so the pattern with increases and the pattern without increases. Okay, so which means I will have the same number of stitches. So now I will have actually 7, I had 6, I will have 7 plus 3 plus 7. Now let me just show you, I want to complete this sequence with you, so you will be able to understand better exactly the what I do. Okay, so here I am, as I said before, here I have my first single crochet of the 5th actually sequence to repeat, and I have 15 chains underarm, which means I will put one more sequence underarm. Now what I have here, it's 8 plus 3 plus 8 single crochets. And another thing, I am working the single crochet rounds, sorry, with a 4mm hook, and only the triple rounds with a 3.5mm hook. So if you want, you can switch to a half measure larger hook, because when you work the single crochet rounds, they become a little bit tight, and that's why. Okay, now what I want to do from the second round, it's to skip one. Now we have to skip one on one sequence, one on the other sequence. So at the beginning and at the end we will skip one. So skip one, and this is the first. Insert the hook into the very next, slip stitch, chain one, and work the first single crochet, and then continue on with the same number of single crochets that you have. So it's 8 in my case. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry, 6, 7, and 8. And now, of course, into the single crochet here in the middle, I will put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I worked one more. In the middle here, I will put 3 together. So it's 1, it's 1, 2, and 3. And now, of course, I go back with 8 more single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Now we will skip one, and we will skip one at the beginning of the next sequence, and we will go on with 8 and 8 if you are working my size. Now I want to explain you one more time why I have 8, because here I have into the last increasing triple round, I worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on one side, plus 5 together, plus 6 more on the other side. And now on this 5, I will take off only this one in the middle, because it is into this one that we will work the 3 together, and which means I have 2 more to add on my 6 on one side, which are 8 now. 8 plus 1 plus 8, and it is 17. A total of 17. Now let me work my 5 sequences. Actually, there are 4 more to finish for me, and I will show you how to work on the chain. So I'm back. I finished the sequence, and now I am here on the chains, and I have 17. And because I have 17, I won't skip. So into the second single crochet round, we skip one on the last on the sequence and the first of the next sequence. But now on the chain, so I have to skip this single crochet, but into the chain I will work the stitches as they are. I will try to work on the back side loop of the chain, because if we skip a chain on at the beginning and at the end, we won't have the same number. So we need actually the same number, which means 8 plus 3 plus 8 in my case. So I just want to continue on and to work my 8 stitches. 1, 2, it's a little bit difficult, but then will be easy for when will be easy to work the first round of the sleeve. 3, that's why I'm working like this. It's not compulsory actually. Okay, 4, So I worked my 8, and now into the next I will work 3 together. 1, 2, and 3. So now another thing that I want to tell you is that even if you work with a larger size, you will have exactly the same number. So that's why I said before, so you just have to understand one sequence and the increases, because it's exactly the same thing for if you work with more or less sequences. Okay, so exactly the same number you will have of stitches on the 4th sequence. Okay, now where I am, yes, I worked my 4, and now I just want, oops, this is my, I just want to go back actually, go ahead, 2, 3, with 8, 4, 5, 6, here I am, 6, 7, oops, and 8. There are these two little here chains. Okay, this is 7, and now the last one. So as you can see, we have to work all the chains. This is the last one. Please, 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 let me just work the last stitch. Okay, so we have to work the, and we will skip one, of course. So actually we skipped it at the beginning and insert the hook into the first single crochet. Now into the 3rd single crochet round we will actually work normally. So we will skip one at the end, one at the beginning, and the same thing here. So we will skip one and skip one. So we work actually as a normal round 3 of the pattern. Now let me finish this. I will show you how to work without increases the triple crochet round. So I finished my single crochet rounds. There are 3. Here we have underarm only 2, but there are 3 on the body, front and back side. And now I want to begin with my triple round, and instead of 8 single crochet, instead of 8 stitches, I will work 7. We know that we skip 2 at the beginning, at the end of each sequence, which means I have here 1, this is the second one to skip. Oh, I also changed hook, so from 4 to 3.5, because I am working my triple crochet round. So 1, 2, and this is the 3rd, so it's in this one that I want to slip stitch and to begin with my first, which are 3, 4, 5, and 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I will work 6 more triple crochets for a total of 7. Okay, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then instead of 5 together, I will work only 3 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is how I will go on for the length that I want. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here I am. 3, 4, and 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and I said I need 7, and it is correct because 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I have my 1, 2, 3. So this is the first. Into the second, you know, we work the stitches together. So perfect. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, so there are 7, and now as I said, here in the middle I will put only 3 3 4, which means from the next round, from the next sequence, sorry, we will have 3 4, exactly the same number of stitches, so we won't increase. 1 2 3 4. So even if you have more stitches from the next, you know, when you stop increase from the next, you will have the same number of stitches. And I have 3, and now I will go back with 7 and so on. Skip 2 at the end of the sequence and 2 at the beginning of the next sequence, and I just continue on like this. Now I will go on for the length. Now one more thing, if you want to have it a little bit larger to the bottom, you can just begin to increase from time to time. To increase from time to time when you pass the waistline. Sorry, that was the idea. So I'm back because I just want to show you the sleeve. I already worked the first sequence with the color, so I finished with this turquoise, and I already worked this one, but I just want to tell you how to work the first single crochet round. So on this side, so actually on the underarm, where we put the chain, I worked 8, and in the middle, exactly, can you see here? This is in the middle, exactly on the opposite side that I worked here, the 3 for the, I am exactly on the underarm, and on the opposite side that I worked my 3 here for the body, I worked 3 for the, so can you see here I worked 3, I worked 3, and then here is the first round of the sleeve, and I work 3. Can you see? And then 8 again, and so on all around. And from the second and third round with the single crochet, skip 1 at the beginning, work 8, 3, 8, skip 2, and so on. So for the rest, the pattern stitch it's exactly the same, and I will maintain the same number of stitches, so I won't increase. For me, it's just perfect like this. Okay, for more informations, you have the written instructions on my blog, and you have the link of it below this tutorial, or in the tutorial. Incorporate the top where is the eye, you have also the link of the written instructions, so info box. So that's all. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, hope you enjoy this project of mine, and see you at the next tutorial with another nice project. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to thumb up and to rate my videos, and see you at the next tutorial.